Well, can't say enough about our guys' preparation last week. I thought it was awesome to see our guys tackle Sunday. We kind of move on from that last performance and jump into our preparation against Northern Illinois. I thought they did that on Sunday. I have a lot of guys that are committing themselves to Monday when we're off. I have a lot of guys what we call overtime. They come over and get a lot of prep work on our next opponent, and one of our goals was to win this game during the course of the week. It's something that we just kind of believe in, and our guys really practice efficiently Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I thought today came out and hit on all cylinders. Got out of it injury-wise. I wasn't trying to hold anything out. Demetrius Wilson tweaked his ankle, if you guys remember, in the end of the game last week. He wasn't out there, and he tried to go Tuesday, tried to go Wednesday, and I could just see that it wasn't going to be there. And I thought for him to have a great performance this week against A&M, we needed to pull him out, kind of go with Cody Hollister and let him and Kendrick Edwards know they were going to play and play a lot. And we were going to have the next man stand up. And Demetrius came up to me today. We didn't travel him to the hotel. He's just been getting treatment after treatment, so he should be full go next week. And other than that, everybody that finished the game or started the game today was with us at the end and shouldn't have any issues there. I know Brooks Ellis got hit. Spade hit him. He's a very dangerous player, even to our own. But he didn't get back, but we should have him full go for the rest of this week. He just didn't feel good putting him back in. But there's a great example. You know, today before we started, of course I knew it, but I didn't tell it there. But Cody Hollister gets his first start. Randy Ramsey gets his first start. A junior college player that obviously in Cody Hollister that's come in and done everything we've asked him to do, had huge catches today. A really good example of what I think recruiting can do in player development. I don't want to make a living off of junior college players, but when we take a junior college player, they're going to be the right fit. We're going to bring them in, and they're going to be the great fit to our program that we need at specific positions. He was a full qualifier out of high school. Just a great example of another kid coming in our program, giving us great depth. And then Randy Ramsey, actually the last 2 weeks, has had an injury that prevented him from playing, and just think he's going to be a very, very good football player. He was a little bit banged up again today. That's why we didn't put him back out there after the second half, but a guy that brings a little something on the football field. Tevin Mitchell continues to grow. But offensively, how about that passing game? All you guys doubters. Actually wanted to throw the ball more than we did. We did by 3 yards, so that's a great accomplishment. Great coaching. I think our guys really this week knew that we were going to open it up a little bit in the passing game and formulate a plan out there. And that end of the drive at the second half and 2-minute offense was awesome confidence builder for our guys. So really excited about that. Thought a lot of other guys played extremely well around them, but give credit to Northern Illinois. Those guys had won 17 straight road games. I have a lot of respect for Rod and his staff. Know a lot of guys on that sideline, and the AD and I together, Sean Fraser, I think that's a team that can go on and do some really good things in their conference.
Talk about starting the game. You're up 14-0. Your offense hadn't even scored yet.
Yeah. Well, I give Coach Segrist a lot of credit. He'd been talking all week from the first time we met on kickoff return on Sunday or Monday. He talked about being able to hit that play, and he saw it. Had a great scheme, a great execution, and obviously Corliss hit it full throttle. But those guys really did a nice job of getting a hat on a hat. I was kind of surprised they kicked into the win. We were going to, coaches get a little. If they were kicking with the win, we didn't want to show it because we thought it'd be a touchback. But when they opted to kick into the win, we knew we wanted to hit that runner going and a great execution all the way around. And then the defensive turnover to have Darius Philon get in the end zone. I was a little scared he might break into a little Alabama shuffle over there. But he is an entertaining player, and he was really into it.
It's how big is that when you get points from special teams and defense?
Well, I think, in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, we scored in all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. Anytime you can say that, that says a lot, And again, it's all of the parts in our program have equal time. We meet equally as an offense, defense, and special teams. It's a great teaching point for our guys. I know they kind of flashed back into it, but I really felt that end of the drive in the second quarter, to me, 2 weeks in a row, almost by what we did to end the half, really put the game out of reach in the second half against our last two opponents.
Brett, you got 1 loss and 3 blowouts. How much have you improved since the first game?
I think we've improved every day. I know you guys get mad at me, you think it's coach speak, but all I care about is getting better. I just hit our guys up about a great opportunity tomorrow to get a jump on A&M, and what they do with Monday is going to greatly affect Tuesday. It's the only way I know how to work through a season, but I'm excited. I think the guys are confident. By no means have they arrived in any way, shape, or form, but I think they have a certain mentality and an attitude that has not been here, since I've been here, and it's getting better and better every day. And just a a lot of fun to be around them, man. I used to dread Thursday academic meeting. It's like one of the greatest parts of our academic or of our week. Just hear certain kids that have made such gains academically, and then you see them have success on the football field. It's like awesome.
How would you rate decision making for your quarterback?
Unbelievable today. That's a great question. There were several throws that BA made today that were like his second or third progress, not just third, sometimes a fourth. We tried to hit a shot play there. He checked it down over to the flat to Kendrick Edwards. I mean, that's incredible patience. He had great protection all day, which I think was critical. But his demeanor, his execution, was really awesome. I thought Austin Allen came in there and did a great job in the second half as well, but I don't know how many different guys caught routes today, but I think BA feels comfortable throwing to a multiple set of our receivers, and that's only going to bode well for the future.
Shut down the defense shut down the run game tonight.
Yeah, I think we made a huge point of emphasis that, last week we were playing a team that wanted to throw the ball first and then, secondary kind of run. But this week, this crew definitely wanted to run it first and throw it second. So we knew we had to stop the run, did some adjustments up front that I thought really paid off. I thought our game plan defensively was off the charts, really took it to them in that first quarter with a couple nice adjustments that Rob and the staff made. I kind of gave some kudos to our defensive coaches. We go through 3 keys to victory every Friday night, every phase of the kicking game, offensively and defense in front of the whole team. And before I let Rob talk to the whole team, I said to the defense, a week ago at Texas Tech, I saw a group of players and coaches on the sidelines talk and communicate in Hauganese or verbiage as good as I've ever been around about how they were aligning and the calls that they needed to make and the plays you were going to get. And today that even took another step forward. So very excited. Again, just keep pushing forward. Let my role as the humbler has got to be increased this week because you guys and everybody and all the girls, moms and dads will tell them how good they are. But we got to focus on the task at hand.
Do you feel like that was his best?
That was awesome. Yeah, Keon. He has grown so much, and a great example. Here's a kid. Everybody thinks, we're just trying to push the guys that we recruited since Keon was here. He's bought in. Kid had another kid that, this summer had a 4.0, summer semester, and just that confidence, the way he carried into fall camp. And if there's anybody in the world that could have got frustrated with these wins, he was always blocking and he wasn't getting a lot of. He made a nice catch last week, but today, I think great confidence by BA to come to him a couple different times, and he is. I think we're just scratching the surface of what Keon Hatcher can be.
Coach, how about the offensive line? Even though there weren't as many super long runs last week, they still seemed to kind of wear them down in the second half.
Yeah, I think we definitely continue to impose our mentality on players and on our opponent. Got a little frustrated. I thought we had some false starts there in the first half. Guys just eager, Denver got called for one. He was the main puller. He was excited to get over there and hit somebody, I guess. But I can't say enough about Sam and Jim Chaney. The plan offensively and the way they go through it was pretty good.
You said snap infractions.
Yeah. What happened? Through the first 3 games, Frank always flips the ball sideways when he snaps it, and we've done it for 3 weeks and not had any issues, and today it became an issue, so it'll be something I'll get straight with the league office, and obviously we want to abide by the rules. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. Don't need to take any hit. My wife will get mad if I get a fine. So no issues, but that's what was told to me.
Coach, you said Corliss would have to earn
carries. You know what? He's been awesome this week. He really had a great week of preparation. Was really locked in during the game week, but also had a good week off the field as well. With all the things we expect academically, and then it was neat to see him get in there at the end. I wasn't trying to put another one on him or anything like that. We just ran a lead draw, which is no secret in our program. We ran that thing 20 times last week, and he's exceptionally fast. He is quick as a hiccup, man. He is fast.
Rohan, did he do something to his shoulder?
I think he just ran into a big player. 35 for them, I believe. He was laying face down. I came out there, and he rolled over, and Ro gave me one of those one eyes open. I go, that's a big boy. He goes, yeah, he is, Coach. But I think just a little stinger there to get himself out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, they said there wasn't anything structurally or anything numbed out of it.
Obviously, the kickoff sticks out, but I thought special teams played pretty exceptional all day.
Yeah, you know what? Sam hadn't hit many punts. I thought he hit some nice ones today. Adam McFain was the new kicker that you guys saw for the first time. Here's a great story of a young man that really came out of nowhere, really an unrecruited walk-on that all of a sudden last spring we're like, man, this kid can hit it pretty good. This kid can stroke it. And we'd been struggling a little bit with the consistency of our kickoffs, and I gave him an opportunity to win the job on Wednesday. He hit the ball very well, and today was off the charts. He was smoking that ball, a couple touchbacks, but also great hang time. So we might be one of the few teams in college football that got 3 guys kicking the ball. We got a punter in Sam, we got a PAT field goal kicker in John Henson, and obviously McFain. McFain might be a guy too that I go to the longer field goals. I'll wait and see where that's at. Obviously, we missed a 42-yarder there with John, but he's hit the ball extremely well on PATs and field goals. So I'm excited about that group. KOR, kickoff coverage, there's some big hits happening out there. So, again, I just keep telling our guys, when your number's called in any way, shape, or form, you got to ready to step up. And there's some really good players. I thought we've been running Allstate, which is a version of obviously it's an insurance company, but it's a punt-safe look for us. And they had gone a little bit different, so I get to run this team, so I get to have a little fun. This week we ran Geico, and it was a little look up front where we knew they'd take some chances in the kicking game, and Andre, I think, made a great stop there on that call.
Are you happy with the running game? Last week we ran for 438. I mean, you won big today, but were you happy with it?
Well, I think so. I thought we ran the ball. I didn't see the numbers efficiency-wise, but I thought we ran the ball pretty well. And on first down runs, I think we had some success. We had a couple plays break out of the intended hole, which a lot of times that comes with a great read from the running back. But we knew that they weren't going to, they were going to do some things defensively that they weren't going to allow us to run those same plays from a week ago. I thought Jim really had a nice plan, and Sam and Joel Thomas again continues to just be really impressive with the rotation and the workout of the running backs.
Brett, it's been 2 years or 3 years since Arkansas has played in Dallas. Will you take the team in there to get a sense of that?
Absolutely. I'm a big 1-0 guy, take it what it is. But Mark Torresani, myself, and Jeff and his staff, they actually went to the facility last spring to kind of get a dry run of it. And obviously, I've never been there. Jeff and I went to a Cowboys game at the end of the year last year, so I've been a spectator. I was kind of psyched I was up in Jerry's suite, but I wasn't working that day. I'm thinking it'll be a lot different this trip. But I think the thing that's awesome is our kids. Texas is a huge recruiting state for us, and so it's going to be a huge thing. So I usually don't take kids to the stadium on Friday, but we will go on Friday. We'll have a chance to kind of get through all that wow factor and let them take pictures. A&M actually plays 2 weeks in a row there, so they got a little advantage this week with a chance to be there now. But I'm extremely excited for our fans and our players to get this chance. Yes.
Third down conversion.
10 of 14.
10 out of 14.
I heard that.
I mean, you would take that?
I would. I'd take 14 of 14, though. I thought Brandon, again, was key in those things. I thought the plan was there, and Jim did a nice job of changing it up. I thought Cody Hauser, didn't he have 2 of those catches, or maybe 3? He's just a very, very efficient player. He made some reads in his routes. I think him and B.A. got something going there that really, really nice.
Were you surprised to have more passing yards than rushing yards?
Nope. You guys might have been. I was very confident in our throwing game. It had been really, really well. It's been a point of emphasis from last spring. Again, I think our throwing game has made an improvement for 3 basic reasons. First, our Q's better. Brandon Allen is a stronger, more efficient, more accurate passer than he was a year ago, without a doubt, and it's because of health and development in the weight room. Second thing is, I think the understanding of our wide receivers, our tight ends, our fullbacks and running backs, and where the routes are and where they're supposed to be is so much more advanced than it was a year ago. And the third thing, without a doubt, is just the belief in what we're doing. I think that people in general, if you don't have much faith in what you're doing, you're not going to have success. And I'm not saying we didn't a year ago. I just don't know if there was that unyielding belief of being able to have success. And these guys were anxious to throw it around this week, and I thought they did a really nice job of executing when the time was called, like those third down calls.